Hi YouTube, it's Joe here from South East London. I'm an eBay reseller and it is Friday morning and I'm just doing a quick video to show you a few sales, few pickups and then some stuff I've got listing and going on. So just like a little update about what's happening. Went out to the charity shop yesterday and picked up a couple of bits. Nothing majorly exciting, but I've got this Smithy's Sexy Devil Halloween costume. It's in small size. There's not a huge amount in there, it's just like the cape, the belt and the horns. But yeah, it's a couple of quid, and I thought, we're not a million miles off Halloween, and these sort of things sell reasonably well. So yeah, might get about 12 to 15 back on that, having paid a couple. Bought this football shirt here. It's a sort of vintage, I wouldn't say vintage, like retro is probably a better word to describe football shirts. Retro Deportivo shirt. Paid £3 for it. It's a good size. It's a men's medium. It's not a majorly like a really popular one, but it should still go for about 10 to 15 quid. And the chance are that'll go overseas. I find like a lot of these sort of odd sort of football shirts end up going to the Far East, which I've said a few times. Absolute balderdash, really good condition inside. I think it's great for that. Paid £3 for that. A bit of wear to the box, but it's a good seller, that one. It sells for 15 quid delivered, and I have got too many board games, and I say I'm not going to buy them, I'm not going to buy them, but this one does sell quite quick and sells quite well, so yeah, that was fine to pick that up. Then a couple of these Smarties mugs. These seem to sell reasonably well. They're not the named ones. There are some which I can't remember who it is by. I don't know if it's Egmont or so, I can't remember the name, but there's some which are actually named and they're more popular. They go for more money. But I've got a couple of these already, and that's a couple more. So to have a set of 4 of them, I just think they'll sell well as a 4, and it's going to cost the same to post 1 as it is to post 4 because they're not too heavy, but they're just an odd size. So yeah, should do all right with those. In terms of things that I've got to get busy with listing, I bought this a while ago. It's Jurassic Park stuff, and I saw the movie yesterday, and I thought now's as good a time as any to sell them. This is some of the original sort of Kenner figures and Jurassic Park stuff, and I've got quite a nice sort of set. There's 6 of these figures. I've only got 4 of the 6, but they've got majority of their accessories. Yeah, some dinosaurs here. There's like a little set of Velociraptors. This guy does quite well on the bike with the yeah, if he's got like the little grabber there, and he's got his weapons and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, this is the sort of time when I'd probably just sell. I'd probably do these as an auction. I don't do too much stuff as auction, but it's just hard to sort of place it all and just almost do the maths and work it all out what I've got here. I'm not going to break it all down and sell it individually. It just is. It's just too much effort. I paid 10 quid, or I paid £5 for this, because I paid 10 quid for a load of this and a load of Aliens versus Predator figures. So for £5 spend, I mean, there should be like 40, 50 quid here, I'd imagine. I'll probably start it around that and then just see how it goes. And I'll put Jurassic World in the title as well, just to try and lure a few people in on that. But yeah, no, I thought I'd just sort of video that in close up, just in case. I know a lot of people are interested in sort of action figures and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, I'll get that on today or tomorrow. Probably start it on a Sunday, next Sunday evening, and then so it finishes in like a week's time, so that should do quite well. In terms of sales, well, yeah, I've done all right. I sold Castlevania. This is a great game to look out for on the PS2. I got 15 quid for that. Good for a PS2 game. The Vicar of Dibley, people know about this one. The Ultimate Collection sells well. I've got £22.50 with free delivery on that. That's about the price you get for it. You can maybe get 25 quid and maybe a bit more nearer Christmas, but just happy to keep shifting that along. And then the best sale up by a mile, probably my second best sale ever on eBay actually, well around there, something like that, was these Predators. I showed you these, picked them up for a £5 on Saturday, cleaned them up, got them looking really nice, listed them at about 270. It was quite hard to price them, quite hard to value them. There weren't really any in this colourway which had sold. There are a few sort of similar ones, and then a little bit of toing and froing with one guy on the offers on the price of them, but I accepted an offer of £230 on them. So yeah, £230, less than £5, the fees, the postage and the rest of it. I'm probably made about 180 quid, 170, 180 quid on those, so really pleased with that. And that's what I was sort of thinking in the back of my mind. I was thinking I might as well just accept this guy's offer, because he said he wanted them for the weekend, so I'll post them special delivery and he'll get them tomorrow. But he was like, I was tempted to just leave his offer for a couple of days, knock down the asking price, see if I could get back up to about sort of 250 for them. But I just thought, for the sake of £170 or 180 or £190, I might as well just accept his offer and get on with it and move on. It's a massive amount of profit. It's really good. It helps sort of the cash flow and everything like that. So Yeah, that's probably my second best ever sale. I did have one other Predator sale, which was even better than this. You may remember that. I'll put a link to that down in the comments. So if you're interested in that, I'll just jump straight to that, and you can see how I did with that pair. But Predator boots, these are 15 years old. These ones. Always look out for them. Always pick them up. Any of them, no matter really what condition they're in. If they're a few pounds here and there at the boot sale, you can't really go wrong with them. So yeah, those surprised me a little bit. I was really pleasantly surprised. I thought they'd be, yeah, I didn't realise how rare these ones were. So that was a great sale. Um, I've been watching some people's videos and there's some comments and stuff like that. It's been really interesting. It's an interesting time of year, I think, for certain people. Just the amount of stuff that there's available now at boot sales. It's like, how much do you buy and what do you do? And for me, I've just had to be more and more strict with myself and like the profit and the just not picking up as much because there's more choice, there's more availability on items. So I've had to make my my profit margins even greater, which is a really positive thing. It's a good thing because I've got so much stock. And I don't just want to pick up everything, I want to pick up items that I can make a lot of money on. And one of the ways that Tom describes it, which I quite like, Tom the English Pick, he says, at this time of year, I don't want to be picking up any items that you've got to make an apology for. You know, any items where you've got to start saying, oh, I'm really sorry, you know, they're missing an inner sole in here, or they've got a scratch on here, or there's marks that I can't get out, or board games which are going to take ages to count, and then there's pieces missing, or clothes that are dirty or ripped, or any of those things. It's just, there's just so much stuff, it sort of seems silly to sort of get yourself into a position where you're picking up items that take absolutely ages to list, or you just lose interest in them and you don't list them, or all that sort of stuff. So yeah, I think that's quite a good comment. I mean, it's something that I've got to take on board personally. I'll go out tomorrow morning, no doubt, and come back with an absolute shed load of stuff, and I'll totally forget what I've said here. But that's the one thing I'm trying to say in my mind. You don't want to be buying stuff it's going to take ages to list or sort, or you're going to have to apologise for in any way. So I don't know, depending on how much stock you've got, that might be something worth considering or worth thinking about. Also, one other comment to make. I've seen a few videos and people, I hear this comment like banded around a little bit that sort of any profit is good profit. And where I get what people are saying when they say that, I tend to disagree on a number of levels. That if you've taken ages to go, if you've gone out and you've sourced like 4 or 5 things, it's taken you all morning, you know, driving around to various charity shops, you've come home, you've listed them, you've cleaned things, you've packed stuff and all the rest of it, and you turn out and it sort of makes you make, I don't know, £3 or £2 on that item, 50p on that pound. It's not good profit. You know, spending a day or a morning going out and making £6 is not good. You know, you need to. I think people need to just think about that. And if that's all there is in your area, or that's how it works, maybe this isn't the best thing. Certainly not full time anyway to be doing. But I'm not having a go at anyone. I'm just saying that yeah, I get that concept that profit is profit, but you've got to sort of weigh it up against your time, and you've got to weigh it up against other things. I would say, because yeah, I don't know. It's something to think about. I'm not trying to start an argument or put anyone down or anything like that. But I think if you're going to sell, if you've got a repeat listing with an item that sells for 50, you know, make 50p profit on it, or you've got like 10 Yu-Gi-Oh cards in there or something like that, anything like that, and they just keep on ticking over, or like Nick sells those Scribble Scramble balls, that's fantastic. You know, you sell 200 of those at 50p, you know, fantastic. But, you know, individual listings or going out and only making sort of pounds, 50p's, it's really difficult to stay motivated and, you know, keep going with that. And it's, you know, it's not always a good sort of conversion rate. You're worth more than £4 an hour. Do you know what I mean? So have a think, maybe have a little evaluate of things like that. I don't know. But anyway, really chuffed with these. Great second best ever sale, I'd say. This is the equivalent of me selling like 40 board games at £3 or £4 profit each, so I'm chuffed with those. You know, it's great to find these really sort of specialist items every now and then, so that was a result. Anyway, I hope you're doing well, and I'll speak soon. I'll do a video on Saturday. Cheers guys, bye.